Hi, my name is Christopher Gillespie and I'm working on my Media Sociology Week 1 project. This week we talked about how the brain works in relations to media and how we consume it through both traditional and new media. The world was taken by storm with this Old Spice "The Man Your Man Could Smell Like" campaign. This whole brain 30-second ad kept your brain active and wanting more from the time it began. Let's take a look.
So let's start with the primal aspect of this ad. From the time it begins, we see a very attractive athlete in just a towel comparing himself to your man. Everything from his voice to his body to his sex appeal is really helping your primal senses fire at full speed. This ad speeds and its change through the mise-en-scene really keeps you on your toes. The most alluring emotional pull to this ad is the storyline and production additions. If you listen closely, they use background sounds made louder than usual to really immerse the consumer in the story.
And switch to Old Spice, he could smell like he's me. You're on a boat with the man your man could smell it. Look again. The tickets are now diamond.
Finally, the story uses rewards that have really nothing to do with body wash, such as diamonds or show tickets or boating, to prompt possible memories of being happy or fantasies of these types of things happening to you. From the moment the model says,
"Look at your man, now back to me. Now back at your man, now back to me,"
you're hooked. You are following the prompts of the announcer, and your mind is fully conscious to see what happens next.
This was really a lesser-known ad at the time, one of the first few branded films actually. The ad that did the best in this series of campaigns featured Madonna and thus was called Star.
This film starts with a man, the driver, talking about the star Madonna. How beautiful her eyes are, how strong her hands are, and how iconic her voice is.
The first thing you notice physically about this lady is her eyes. Bright blue eyes.
This only heightens as she makes her introduction, slapping her manager and barking orders at everyone that works for her. The unexpected really moves in as she switches cars and begins to bark orders at her new unassuming driver. As the story progresses, he takes her on a fast-paced, street race-style ride to her next venue, and your primal senses should be firing on all cylinders. This portion of the ad really hits hard on the primal senses, as you have many factors your mind is racing to figure out. Beautiful star, so sex, fear, and definite perceived threats. The unexpected is what will happen next, and finally, and most importantly, survival. This ad really tells a quick story about a fast car and an overprivileged star. We all know this villain persona type from films, so seeing her smacked around in the backseat of a BMW really makes us feel like there's some justice in the world. Another key component of this short film is the musical journey the story takes you on. At about 4 minutes and 25 seconds in, you've had enough of this bad star. The music kicks in, and there's a power shift that's humorous and almost whimsical. And of course, the total role reversal and punishment of the star persona at the end when she's thrown from the backseat and shamed. The bulk of the thinking portion of this ad is in the beginning. As the driver walks you through what the star looks and acts like, your mind is really trying to use its memories to make out who this could be. I found myself completely forgetting what was even being said during this time, because I was so conscious and focused on trying to figure out who the star persona was before it was announced. This was a little puzzle for me and got me instantly interested and out of my autopilot subconscious phase.
The final video I have for you, I couldn't take my eyes off. From start to finish, my whole brain was working hard. This video became a complete sensation because of its awesome production value and storyline. Let's take a look.
The pure danger and survival of this commercial was the primal allure. This commercial follows a record-breaking event that was sponsored by Red Bull, so the danger is already present. As you watch the capsule get higher and higher in the air, the tension mounts and you can't help but watch the complete unexpected. As the primal energy reaches its hilt, Mission Control tells Felix he's clear to jump. The door opens and he's gone. Your heart races as you follow this character plunging toward the earth as something so unexpected and so dangerous happens, you can't help but feel the audionomic response as your body dumps adrenaline and cortisol to protect you from what you're seeing. Again, the production value here is the huge emotional trigger. The music is serious and shows how important and dangerous this event you're witnessing is. The color grading also pays tribute to what you're seeing. The editor here uses a darker, more serious grade to invoke a more unknown feeling as the shuttlecraft moves higher towards space. As he flies through the air, the music intensifies. The last 30 seconds of this segment, you begin to see Earth again, and the grading begins to lighten up along with the seriousness of the musical track. All in all, this editor really takes you on an emotional journey using color, lighting, and music to tell an important story and solidify the primal senses you were feeling while you watched. So the thinking region in this space really supports the overall primal theme of the ad. In the very beginning of the ad, you're left wondering what this commercial is even about. Your brain struggles to focus and access conscious memories to understand what it is you're seeing. This premise really continues until the middle of the trailer when the primal and feeling aspects of the brain are completely ready to take over.